It's Leykis 101, the ongoing on-air adult education course that teaches men how to get more tail for less money. More importantly, we teach women how men think. I'm your professor. This is my classroom. Classes in session. This is where we teach the tenets of Leykis 101. And a little review for those of you new to our classroom. Leykis 101 students know the reason we're going out on a date is to get laid. There are no other reasons to go. No other reasons to go out at all. It's to get laid. We don't need new pals. We don't need to hear people's opinions. None of it. None of it. All we need is to get laid. For that, many women think we're jerks or a-holes. Thank you, ladies. We appreciate the compliments. We believe in the 3 strikes you're out rule. If a woman does not put out the first 3 dates, move on. It's that simple. Don't date anybody more than 3 times, because believe me, if they don't lust after you after 3 dates, it ain't ever happening. Ever. They're just using you. By the way, every woman that says, well, I don't know, I don't want to get right into bed with you, they've all gotten into bed with somebody else in less than 3 dates. Remember that when you're dumping them after the 3rd date when they don't put out. There's some other guy, probably some guy who really treated them like crap. They jumped right into the sack with him. If you've gone out with a woman 3 dates and she still doesn't lust after you 4 dates, 5 dates, 6 dates, trust me, she'll never lust after you. At best, she'll do you a favor or she'll give you charity. She will not want to have sex with you. She will never be into it. If she's not into it now, she's never going to be into it. The trick is, if she is not interested, get out. Get out. Don't torture yourself. Don't take it personally. I've been there, boys. I've been with them. Guess what? Much as I like to talk about money, power, and fame, I'll be honest. I have been with women who after 3 dates are like, I don't know you well enough. I don't know. And like an idiot, I stayed around. 4 dates, 5 dates, 6 dates. They don't even kiss you. They don't even, touch you that way. They're just kind of there. They even start saying, oh, this is my boyfriend, or I'm dating him, or whatever. But there's really no dating going on, because all Leykis 101 students know that dating equals porking. If there's no sex, there is no relationship. Are you boys hearing me? There is no relationship. If there is no sex, there is no chance of a relationship. I can't get this into your head strongly enough. If she won't have sex with you, you do not have a relationship. If she won't have sex with you, you must move on. I know sometimes you think you've met the one, or a really good girl, or a really cute girl. I'm telling you, she's jumped into the sack with others in less time than she's done it with you. If she's starting to give you reasons why she can't have sex with you, but she could have sex with all the other guys, treat her like crap, you're not treating her badly enough. You're spending too much time. It's time to go. Have I stayed too long in situations? Yes. Have I broken my own rules in the past? Yes. Have I gotten burned? I'm trying to come up with the word I can use on the air. Burned? By breaking my rules? Yes, I have. Stupidest thing I ever did was to wait and wait and wait and wait and wait and wait and wait to see if there would ever be any lust. If you have to wait that long, there isn't any. If there isn't lust, there isn't a relationship. It isn't there. 3 strikes, you're out. Dump that bitch. That's it. That's done. Finished. No single mothers. We don't want to take care of anybody else's leftovers. If she's a single mother, move on. Single mothers are fertile. Single mothers will not have abortions if you get them pregnant again. Single mothers will end up nailing you for money. Don't do it. Dead serious. Don't put up with any crap, boys. No staying over. Don't bring her to your house. No spooning, no cuddling, no snuggling. No moving in. Don't let her bring her stuff and leave it at your place. No pantyhose hanging in the shower. No Tampax under your sink. No jewelry sitting in the ashtray next to your bed, for Christ's sake. Do not allow her to leave artifacts around the house that other chicks will find. You don't want to listen to your voicemail, checking your email. You don't want to have babies with anybody. No babies. Stop with the goddamn babies. That baby will be you paying her for the next 18 years. Don't do it. These are just some of the basic tenets of Leykis 101. It's that simple. By the way, one that's very important, no relationships before you're age 25. Have sex, have threesomes, have orgies, hang from the chandelier. Do whatever you like until you're 25. Do not have a serious relationship until you've attained your dream. Do you dream of being a doctor? Dream of being a lawyer? Dream of owning your own business? Dream of being a major league basketball or baseball player? Football player? Until you've pulled it off, do not commit to anybody. Because once you become what you dream of being, you are going to get hotter, better, younger chicks than you're getting now. May not seem that way. Don't settle for the first girl who comes along and spreads her legs, because believe me, they get better as you get older, richer, and wiser. Trust me when I tell you. Now, if you've got questions for your professor about how to avoid serious commitment, how to avoid relationships, how to avoid marriage, if you're looking to get to the shortest distance between 2 points, not having to listen to her blab, not having to waste money or your time, hearing her talk about herself, her ex-boyfriend, her cat Fluffy, her job, or anything else, your professor is the person to talk to. Tom Leykis.
1-800-5800-TOM.
The more you educate our men, you're pretty much screwing me over. I mean, I love going out and not taking a penny, just my ID. I mean, come on, cut me some slack. Give a doc a bone.
I'll give you a bone.
It's Leykis 101 on the Tom Leykis Show.
Leykis Show at 1-800-5800-TOM. That's our telephone number. It's Leykis 101. I am your professor. This is Paul on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi, Dad. How you doing?
All right, son.
Yeah, I was out about 3 weeks ago. I was shopping, buying some shoes, and I run into a lady that lives in the same complex that my mother lives in. And, she sees me, I say, hi, what's going on? And out of the blue, she goes, hey, I got a friend I want you to meet. Would you be interested? And I say, yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, no problem. We set up a date. We made plans to meet downstairs at the little playroom that they got down below. And, I go down there to meet her. She shows up. I look at her, and I see that, she's a little bit older than me, and I will say, hi, how you doing? We go to a restaurant close by, and we sit down, we order a drink, and, I don't want to waste any time. I look at her, I go, hey, so how old are you? She says, well, you won't be angry if I tell you my age. I said, no, absolutely not. She says, oh, I'm 52.
52? You're 33.
Yes, sir.
Oh, boy. Okay. How did she look, by the way?
I gave her 40.
No, but did she look good, though? I mean, she could look 40 and fat or 40 and fugly.
No, she's Latina. She's about 5'2", about 140 pounds. And she looked hot. I said, no, there's no problem with the age difference. And by the third drink, I told her she has beautiful hands. We're holding hands, and we spoke there for a while. We leave. The night was still early, and I say, what do you want to do? She says, I don't care. And then I was looking at a hotel building right next door to the restaurant that we're at, and I just look at her. She looks at me, and she goes, oh, on the first date? I go, yeah, let's go relax. So, go buy a bottle of wine. And, we hit it off real good, and I thought, that was going to be the end of that. A couple days later, she's, calling me. leaving me voicemails, and, I call her back. I thought, this is going to be the last time we get back together.
By the way, how was she in the sack?
She was excellent.
She was. How are her knockers? No, were they nice?
Nice. She has nice, very, very nice knockers. Nice little tattoo. But anyhow, I'm thinking with the age difference, and this second time, I'm putting my, my father's teachings into my, moments that I'm spending there with her. And there's, that was over a couple days later, I'm not calling her at all. She's the one that's calling me back, but, I'm not returning her calls. And, when I feel that I got some time on my hands, I give her a call. She drops whatever she's doing, and we meet, and we do the same thing routinely now. It's become like every
How routinely is it?
About every 3 days. And now I'm getting to the point, Tom.
What's she like? Is she a moaner or a screamer?
She's a screamer.
Really?
She's a screamer, but now it seems like she's wants me to stay now where she lives at. She wants me to stay there. I tell her, hey, you know what, I got to go. She gets bent out of shape. Why am I leaving? And she's trying to, I don't know, wants me to go live with her.
She wants a relationship.
That's what you think, huh?
Oh, of course.
And I don't want anything, I don't want to have anything to do with that.
I hope she's been through menopause by now.
Yeah.
Because you know what the next step is when you don't move in with them or you don't have a relationship. You know what the next step is?
You tell me, Dad.
They try to get knocked up?
No.
What do you mean, no?
Not her.
Yeah.
Well, but the thing is, what's scaring me is that I'm ignoring her, not calling her back. She's insisting.
Well, that's why I always, by the way, you notice, I always tell you to ignore them, and this is what happens when you ignore them.
They become more wild.
They really, really want you then.
So that's, I've been trying to get, through to you these last few days. Finally today I was able to, so.
Well, sometimes you have to leave some crumbs on the table. I mean, if she's becoming insistent and demanding, you have to, dump that bitch. You got to move on.
Correct.
So that's what you got to do. By the way, why does she have your phone number?
Her sister gave it to her.
Oh, okay. Well, you've got caller ID, so you don't have to take her calls.
Right on.
And you got to tell her it's over. That's it. Has she been to your place?
No, she hasn't.
All right, so she doesn't know where you live.
She knows where my mother lives, but not where I live.
All right, you'll tell your mother that...
She even told me she wanted to ask my mom out to go have lunch already.
Oh, yeah, probably so she can tell her she wants to ask for your hand in marriage or something.
Yeah, now it'll be a full package deal. She has 11 grandkids.
She's probably older than your mother.
Almost. Almost, Tom. Appreciate it, Tom. Thank you for taking the call. And can you take me out Kobe style?
Of course I can, Paul.
This is about us. She's so special to me. Yeah, it beats in my heart. Yeah, the air I breathe. She's so special to me.
Joey on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
How you doing, Tom?
I'm okay, Joey.
Check this. Hello?
Hello?
Oh, sorry about that. I'm on my cell phone. Check this out, Tom.
So's everybody else.
Yeah, I know. I've been with my ex-girlfriend for about 5 years. And just recently, probably a couple days before our anniversary, we just got into it, man, and I broke up with her.
Perfect.
And I'm 23 years old right now, and she's a year younger than me. She's 22, and we're trying to make this work out, man, but I don't know what's...
Why does it work out? You broke up with her. It's done.
Yeah, it's a good start, but you know what? I always listen to your show, and you always talk about how, the more money you make and the more women you're going to meet and the older you get, the better. How do you get to that point where you're able just to walk away and leave, man, because it's still pretty tough? And
Pal, you can't get other women?
Yeah, I could get other women.
Then get other women.
You think it's that just
I asked you, can you get other women? You said yes.
Yeah, I can get other women.
Then do it.
All right. Well, I guess that's all I had to say,
You're too young to have a girlfriend. She's too young to have a boyfriend. It's done.
Yeah, you know what? My uncle's been listening to your show for the longest time, all my buddies, and I got one of the main reasons why we broke up was my friends are, you know, we're all young, we're real rowdy, we love to go out and drink at bars and stuff.
And grab women's asses, too.
Yeah. we're actually
Which you can't do when you have a girlfriend.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So, what are you worried about? It's done, you broke up with her, you did the hard part already, now get out.
You just stay away, even though...
Stay away.
All right, Tom.
If you tell me there's other girls out there, there's no reason to hang around her. None.
Well, I haven't met anybody yet, but I'm pretty sure I could.
Well, then do it.
I guess I'm just so used to her, Tom.
Joey, don't be a pussy.
Yeah, it's the same thing my buddies tell me every week.
I'll bet they are. Joey, thank you. Good luck. Raul on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello, Raul.
How you doing?
I'm okay.
I was in a much similar situation than the guy that just called. And you know what? It is that easy. All you got to do is walk away. I was in a relationship for 2 years, and I was listening to your show. And you know what? It's better to be on your own because it's just you get more opportunities that way.
That's right. And there's a lot out there.
Yeah, and I've been listening to you for a long time, and you know what? I didn't 100% listen to Leykis 101, but now it's on. I'm going out tonight. I'm going to try to get laid. Got to practice that Leykis 101 tonight.
Uh-huh.
Got to practice that Leykis 101 tonight on St. Patty's.
Yeah, well, good. Just take a cab home. Don't drive. They're going to nail you.
For sure. I'm not driving tonight, but just wanted to say thank you.
Have her drive you home.
Yeah, really. Drive us to her house, and then she could drive me to my house after I'm done.
Right.
But just wanted to say thank you and tell that guy that was on before, yeah, it's pretty easy. All you got to do is walk away. And remember, he said that he was used to her, not that he cared or anything about her.
Right. He's also implying that there's a shortage of inventory.
Exactly.
And that's why he needs to be with her. Not because he's in love or because she's the best lay.
Exactly.
He's afraid he can't find anybody else.
Yeah, he didn't say he loved her. He didn't say he liked her. He said he was used to her.
That's right.
Because there ain't nobody else around. But you know what? Go out. Check it out. It's all out there. They're all out there.
You are right, Raul. Thank you. Natalie on Leykis 101. Hello.
Hi, Tom.
Hi.
I'm nervous to talk to you. Sorry.
As well you should be, dear.
So you were saying earlier about girls who don't put out after the third date. And
yes.
I just disagree because I'm one of the girls who won't put out after the third date. And it doesn't mean that I'm not interested. And it doesn't mean that I'm not attracted. It just means that I want to wait and see that the man that I'm dating is genuinely interested in me and genuinely respects me.
But you'll never know that until he's had sex with you. You think you do, but you don't.
But I disagree.
Well, you can disagree, but I'm a man, and all I know is men. And I'm telling you, you think you know, but you don't.
Well, I feel more confident in my decision.
But you're wrong.
If I expect him to wait, you know.
I'm letting you know. Not only are you wrong, that man who's waiting is having sex with other women while you think about it.
Well, I don't think that's entirely true.
Well, I know because most women think they've got the golden vagina and that nobody else is as good as they are and that they're all worth waiting for. But you know what? Vaginas are like buses. There'll be another one along in 10 minutes, and no man is waiting for you. Unless he's gay or something.
I'm not asking him. He doesn't have to wait for...
He's not waiting for you. He's having sex with other women while you deliberate. That's what he's doing.
Well, I don't think that's true.
I know, dear, but again, you just said... you just said you don't expect him to wait. They're not waiting.
Well, then why would he spend money on me and take me to dinner?
Yeah, because he's a fool who doesn't know how to close the deal. I mean, and he is a fool for doing that.
Well,
but he's getting sex. So men don't go without sex. We don't.
But why would he waste money on me?
He's a fool. I mean, that's why this class is here, to teach men not to do that.
Well, you need to take it up because some guys, they're wasting their money.
I tell them, don't waste your money.
I don't know, Tom. Some things aren't getting through to them, apparently.
But the point is, even if they are spending money on you and waiting, they're getting it somewhere else. Do you understand?
I understand that that's your opinion.
No, it's not my opinion. You are delusional. I'm a man. Everybody I know is a man. And anytime I talk to a man who's not getting it somewhere, he's telling me he's getting it somewhere else.
Well,
they don't wait for you. Why would a man wait?
Well, I don't understand why he'd spend money on me if I'm not putting out.
Maybe he thinks you're a better piece of ass and he's making an investment. That doesn't mean he's not getting it somewhere else. Men are getting laid. Look, dear, wait, does anybody in your family, is anybody a good cook? Is your mom a good cook?
My dad's a better cook.
Your dad's a good cook. Okay. And when you were a kid, Dad made dinner from time to time, right?
That's true.
And it was good. Really good, right? He was the best cook you knew.
Yes.
Right? Made all your favorite stuff.
Yes.
Just the way you liked it. Right?
This analogy taken.
Well, you just go with me on this. Is that true or not?
Yes, he made all the things I liked.
All the things you like. He knew what you wanted. He knew how to give it to you. And he gave it to you, right?
Who is that? That's my dad.
All right. No, it's not my point. All right, yes. One day you moved out of the house.
Yes.
You moved out on your own.
Yes.
And your dad was not there all the time anymore.
Yes.
Think back to the first week you were living away from home, right? And there you were in your little apartment. You just went to Pier 1 or Cost Plus or IKEA or wherever you went to decorate your little apartment, right?
Yes.
And it's your little place. And then you bought yourself some plates at Crate and Barrel and some pots and pans, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And now there you are, and Dad is nowhere near your apartment. Mm-hmm. Who's the best cook in the world that you know?
My dad?
Right, but you're hungry.
Right.
Right, and you're not going to see your dad till Sunday. He's invited you over this weekend, and you're going to go over on Sunday, and you will go over on Sunday because he's the best cook you know, right?
Mm-hmm.
But today's Thursday, and you're hungry today. Are you going to wait until Sunday?
No, Tom, I'm not.
No, you're not, and that's how men are with sex, dear.
All right, well, I will.
You may be the nicest piece of ass we see. But there's a filthy Chevron station on the way home from the date with you. And if we have to stop in there to tinkle, we will. Don't delude yourself into believing that men are sitting there hanging by their thumbs waiting for you to make a decision. You are grossly mistaken.
Well, they make a good show of it.
Dear, again, that's because you're that kind of girl who has to believe that. You know, Beauty and the Beast, Sleeping Beauty, Cinderella. You believe in all those stories. But in the real world, men need to get serviced. You need to take your car to Jiffy Lube every 3,000 miles, and men need to get Jiffy Lube.
In the meantime.
Huh?
Well, it's not like there's other things you can't do in the meantime.
Dear, they're not doing those things. Well, they're doing those things, too, but primarily they're trying to get other locations to get service.
Well, I will be on the lookout for that.
You don't have to be on the lookout. I'm just telling you, dear, don't delude yourself. Don't think that man leaves you at 11:30 when you say, good night. Good night. Don't think he's just going straight home with a hand towel. I'm telling you, there's a 150-pound chick out there with his name on it. He calls her, she answers the phone, and she's in Victoria's Secret attire in 10 minutes flat.
Both.
It's a fact.
All right, then.
Yeah, and you don't believe me. Dear, I'm giving you those valuable advice you could possibly get from a man.
Well, okay.
Just right. Here's the deal. Hold out as long as you like, but don't be delusional. Don't think that men are waiting.
Okay.
Like you're going to pull up the curtain at some point in time.
Well...
And now, dun-da-da-da-da-da-da, it's Natalie's vagina. After all these months you've been waiting, here it is. It doesn't work that way. These guys are off there doing off-Broadway while they're waiting for you to premiere.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866.
I think you need to sit back and double-check your priorities.
Oh, please. My priorities are that we start making things fair in this country for men, because men have gotten their asses kicked.
It's the Tom Leykis Show.
Tom Leykis Show. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Gokul, you're on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom, how are you?
I'm okay.
Thank you for taking my call. To me, you are the international man of mystery demystified. I have something to tell you, a little story that I'd like to share with your listeners and to get your valuable feedback.
Okay.
There's this girl I went out with once, and I was the consummate gentleman, and she
Strike one!
Say what?
Strike one.
Thank you.
The consummate gentleman. Strike one. Okay, go ahead.
Well, she called after that, and I took my own time to return the call. She sent emails. I took my own time to write back.
Yeah.
And I just played it cool.
Mm-hmm.
And the second time onwards, she offered to buy me dinner.
Mm-hmm.
I said, good. Are you sure you want to buy me dinner? Because it's not going to change me. I am still going to tease you mercilessly and pull your leg.
Mm-hmm.
And then she changed her mind and said, okay, now you are going to buy me dinner to make me feel good. And I said, nice try. Now you convince me why I should buy you dinner. How are you going to entertain me? And how are you going to make my evening a memorable one? And she has the cheek to write back and tell me that I am not that easy a girl, blah, 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 blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
And you're just going to buy me dinner to make me feel good.
Right.
And, well, I was so, I don't know what. I didn't know if I should laugh or to cry, but I just stopped all contact with her. And I remembered what you said. Girls are like buses. There's one coming every 10 minutes.
That's right.
And you know something, Tom? I'm heading up north to San Francisco where there are lots and lots of buses and trains and God knows what else.
Yes.
But
there's a lot of trains with no passengers.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to have the ride of my life.
Absolutely.
And, hey, I have a small tribute for you, if you could hear that out. It's my impersonation of you.
Okay.
It's like there's a listener who says, "Hi, Tom." And you're like, "Yes, Jenny." And "How are you? Do you care?" Well, that's just about it, Tom. Can you blow me up East Indian style, mating ritual style?
What would that be? I think you just took yourself out there. No, don't mix up Africa and India now. Two different worlds. All the Indians are going to get upset at me now. Come on. Two different continents, for God's sake. 1-800-5800-TOM. He's our telephone number. Steve on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi, Tom. I got a question for you.
Yeah.
I just started listening to your radio show, and I am 23. I am dating a girl who is 21 and has a kid. Since I started listening to your radio show, it was just, what is the major problem with that? I mean, help me understand that.
One, she already got knocked up once.
Yeah.
Next time the condom leaks, you're going to be paying.
Well, I mean...
You're going to be paying.
She hasn't asked me to start paying for anything, at all.
We're not there yet. You haven't knocked her up yet.
No, I haven't.
But if you do, she's not having the abortion. Do you understand?
Well, I talked to her about that and asked her why she didn't have an abortion with the first child, and I basically asked her what the situation was with the baby's father, and she never asked him for a dime.
It's not the point. Doesn't matter what she asked him for.
Well, I mean, why would she do that to me, though?
Well, you want her to have a kid and you not pay? Is that what you want? You want her to have another kid? Do you want to have a kid, Steve?
No, I don't.
Well, if the condom leaks, you're having a kid with her.
Uh-huh.
If it falls off, you're having a kid with her. If it leaks, you're having a kid with her.
But that's the same with any girl, really.
No, it isn't. Someone who's already had a kid, you know what they're going to do.
Uh-huh.
You know. Let's say that half of all the women who get knocked up by accident will have kids and half won't. 95% of the chicks who got knocked up and had a kid the first time will do it again.
You think so?
Yep.
Huh. Well,
that's number one. Number two, you are too young to have a girlfriend.
I thought about that.
I'm telling you right now, you're too young.
Well, I mean, she's basically nice, and I mean...
That's wonderful. It doesn't matter. You're too young.
So basically the only thing is that I should be worried about is her having a kid, and...
Those are big... These are two big things. What college did you go to?
Cal State.
Did you get a degree?
Bachelor's.
In what?
History.
Yeah, all right. Well, that's fairly useless in the work world. What do you do for a living?
That's what I want to teach.
Okay. And why aren't you teaching it?
Huh?
Where do you teach?
Oh, I want to be teaching. I haven't started yet.
Why not?
I haven't gotten around to it, I guess.
Why not? Because women are dream killers, you moron. That's why you're not teaching.
Well, no, actually, I just met her.
Because you're busy with her and Junior. That's why.
Well, that may be true.
It isn't maybe true. It is true.
Huh.
You cannot have a serious relationship until you have your dream realized, whatever that is. What is your dream?
Well, it is pretty much to be a teacher, and
then be that first, and then have a girlfriend.
Huh.
The reason you're not teaching is because you have this relationship. That's why.
Uh-huh. Well, not really. I mean, I don't know. I'm just.
What do you do for a living, Steve?
What I do I am an accountant at pest control company.
You're a bookkeeper.
Yeah.
You do not have an accounting degree.
No.
All right, so you're not an accountant. You're a bookkeeper.
No. And I don't want to do that at all.
What does that pay, Steve?
It pays decent.
How much is decent?
$30 a year.
That's not decent. That's lousy.
For a single guy, I mean, it's not bad.
Pal, you're dating a woman with a kid. And whether she's asked you to pay the rent or not, I'm telling you, ultimately, you'll be paying.
Well, I mean, I just haven't... I kind of trust her because, I mean, if that did happen, I mean, she didn't ask or anything from the first guy that she got knocked up with. I mean...
Pal.
I mean, I don't see a reason for her to ask me if that did happen.
She's older now. She knows she can. Maybe she believed that story that you're an accountant.
No, she knows I'm a bookkeeper.
You have a day job. You do not have a profession.
No.
You should not have a girlfriend until you have a profession, and you're in it.
That's a good point.
And no children around.
I mean, it's not anything really...
Pal.
It's not...
You can't get laid when you want to. You can't get her attention when you want to. You can't go where you want to when you want to.
No, I do what I want.
Really? All right. How about tonight? The two of you head up to Santa Barbara right now.
Close.
Tonight.
Disneyland.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm talking about. Disneyland. And who pays when you go to Disneyland?
I pay for myself. She pays for herself.
And who pays for the kid?
He's free. He's only 5 months.
Oh, 5 months?
Yeah.
How long have you been dating her?
About 4 months.
You met a woman when she had a 1-month-old kid?
Yeah.
Where's the father of the child that she was having sex with a year and 2 months ago?
He is working at a casino.
Where?
In Highland, California.
Right, and how did she end up with such a great guy?
How did she end up with a great guy?
Yeah. He bought her a shot of Jaeger at the casino? Is that?
Actually, that's what she told me.
I'll bet that's what she told you. So she's a white trasher.
She's not white trash, no.
Come on. Tattoo?
No. Huh?
Tattoo?
She's got some tattoos.
Yeah, she's got tattoos. Smokes?
No. No, she doesn't.
Okay. Drinks hard? Yeah, you know she does.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866.
You know what? The only time I want to see a woman hot and sweaty is when she's looking around my bedroom for her panties while I call her a cab.
There we go, baby. You're absolutely right.
The Tom Leykis Show.